Tired of the same old breakfast? We got you. Because here, we believe breakfast should be fun. Spacey's all-day breakfast menu. Food so good, it's out of this world.
I'm going to cast holographic image to make it look like there's like new cultists, I guess, like things that definitely like impregnated.
New cultists.
Nude
right.
cultists.
Nude cultists. So a bunch of naked cultists are over there, shivering and standing and holding and covering their bits.
It's all bacchanal up in here.
I honestly did not say nude. I meant like new, like based on the pile of corpses of like what would those things look like if they were living. The closest approximation of like a bunch of them huddled over here, because obviously this thing fucked a whole bunch of those up earlier. Right.
Okay.
So just like a little off to the side.
So we will put this right here.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so this is the illusion of cultists over here.
Yeah.
Gotta fix this.
I don't want to make people sounds. Obviously, they can't speak language at level 2, but
yeah, but they go.
Yeah.
They'll murmur. They make the peanuts wah wah noise.
Wah, 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 wah. Pax, it's your turn.
All right, sweet. I am going to charge 30 feet. Just make sure I measure this right. Yeah, I can get there. So I'm going to get right next to it here. Won't be able to absorb any damage from anybody.
So,
but,
if you go through this square to this square, it's going to attack you.
Bring it on.
All right.
If you insist.
Nope.
It misses. Yeah, you run up to it to try to get to the side, and it sees you, and it whips a tentacle around, and you just very cool, like, jump underneath it, and then crouch and stand up right in front of it. And then I assume you attack it?
Oh yeah, sword coming out, flailing around. Does a 22 hit?
It does.
9 whole damage.
Well, you caught it in a weird moment, so like you only get a small chunk of it, but you do hit it and it feels it. Do you want to do anything else?
That is all I can do for this round, so that is it.
Zip, time to shine.
Word. So is this yellow circle its threatened area?
Yeah. So anything that has a full square, anything that's more than like 3/4. So like this is not one. This is not one.
But this is not one?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I just want to get close enough that I can inspiring boost Clara. Nice shooting, Tex. You get 13 stamina points.
Thank you, Captain.
And that's 2 moves.
All right. The Skreesire is going to look to the north and see 2 brand new cultists. The things that it used to interact with all the time, but it knows that they're not real. You see it like stick its tongue out and like sniff the air, and it has a reaction that is just wholly displeasant and unpleased, and mostly angry. It turns back to Pax and it tries to take a full attack. It's going to tentacle you first and then try to bite you.
Gross.
I tried.
A 24 on the tentacle?
That would hit. That beats my KAC, but not by 8.
Okay. So for the tentacle, it only has to beat it by 4.
It ties it by 4.
Okay, but it's taking a full attack, so this tentacle attack actually gets a -4 as well. So it doesn't grapple you.
Oh wait, if that tentacle attack gets a -4, then it just meets my KAC. The other one goes under it, so I only take 1 hit.
Yeah. So this 23 of a bite would miss, so you take 12 bludgeoning damage as it smacks you.
Yeah. I no-sell it. It gives me the chop to the chest, and I'm like, no.
Claire, it's your turn.
Gonna move back And then I'm gonna shoot again. I'm gonna switch to the attacks tab this time because I'm super smart. And I know how to do that. There we go.
Hell yeah!
Oh!
Ooh.
So Clara, you take a step away. You turn around, you drop on one knee, and you ready your rifle. You shoot just like a laser beam directly at this thing's face. It hits it in the back of the throat as it screams at you. Its head fills up with laser fire energy, and then it explodes. And the body sprays its nasty green juices all over Pax as the rest of it falls apart into a lump of flesh and disgusting mass.
Hell yeah.
Mass is good.
I wiped
Zib looks at all 4 of his hands and goes, "That was a hell of an inspiring boost."
Pax wipes the green goo off of his space helmet and immediately realizes why he missed the bite earlier.
You get it all on film, Captain?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Zib, please right now make me a computers and a diplomacy check. That'll do it. That's enough. All right. This will be sent to the Space Wave Maven, and it'll be cached. And then once you guys get back to a place, it will be uploaded.
I don't know. It's already pretty cash.
Yeah.
I think it's a +1 for that.
Have you guys seen the movie Strange Days?
Yeah.
Because that's what my image of the like omnidirectional recording is like.
Oh, yeah.
Like people can put on their space Oculus Rift and then play through our adventure from like my POV.
You remember when WWE tried that for like 3 weeks and people got motion sickness?
Makes sense.
I'm not saying that this doesn't do that.
It's just so cool people have decided that they pretend like they don't vomit every time they do it.
Yeah, when they get to see a Vesk punch a Skreesire in the nose and then somebody do the perfect sniper shot head eruption. But that part's like the you know the Call of Duty headshot montage after that streamer girl's like, do you even need anybody else? It's just a sick no-scope montage.
We're gonna end up with like the space TikTok version of the opening to Guardians 2. People are just gonna Photoshop themselves in dancing around us fighting this thing.
I gotta take a quick break. I gotta pee, and then as soon as I come back, you guys will be able to enter the trapdoor.
That was a fun.
It is the last piece of exploration.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna use a resolve point
I
to
will
not be
doing that.
Oh.
The bathroom is occupied.
Can we still use resolve points to recover our stamina?
Yeah.
You may take a 10-minute rest while you guys are brushing yourselves off and getting all of your goo.
De-gooed.
You
This is the same- this is the
de-goo
same-
yourself.
This is the same like 24-hour span with which we got our ass beat by that one sniper, right?
Yeah, so you're not allowed to go back and take a rest. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna do the transfer charge, John, but I remember I did that during that fight.
This is different than Sniper. This is the same 24-hour period as fighting the hashlings.
Yeah, we did
Sniper
the
was-
sniper, we took a little nappy, and then we killed all the birds.
Okay. Then I am going to use my energize spell thing and burn one of my clips, or burn 4 of my clips to get back one of my level 2 spell slots.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a
Crystal,
bug in here.
lick your batteries.
Yeah.
I like to think that's actually how it works. Like you just stick your finger in your gun and then lick a battery and it just done.
My eyes roll back in my head for a little bit. And let me stir my dinner really quick. It's simmering.
Yep.
So, now that the Skreesire is a pile of monster parts laying on the surface of this asteroid, the 2 things left to investigate are the trapdoor and the dead body.
Well, I'm gonna investigate the dead body. I want to see if this thing's like, what's this thing got in its stomach? What's in that stomach?
Gotta start rooting around.
Wait, you want to look in the Skreesire's stomach?
Yeah, I want to see what it eat. What it ate.
Uh,
Did it eat any good gear, or is it just
a
drinking
bunch of
acid?
cultists.
Yeah.
yeah, why don't you make a survival check?
Watches. What's that?
Why don't you make a survival check?
All right. Where is survival on here? Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh,
Yeah, that's
18.
fine.
It's not bad.
It was pretty low. Yeah, so you cut it open. You do it in a pretty tactful way that isn't like you don't hurt yourself while you do it, and you don't rupture any like things that you think might like leak acid or something. Eventually, though, you do get to the stomach. You cut the stomach open, which is a disgusting smell. I don't know if you guys have ever.
I thought these things smelled bad on the outside. Yeah.
Anyway, that's the show. You cut the stomach open and some contents spill out, but it's just chunks of meat and bone that have been partially digested by the Skreesire, and then also there are like spatterings of acid inside its stomach. So
Okay,
clearly,
no, like-
it could also eat the acid. Like it was immune to it.
So no communicators, no gear,
Nope.
just.
As your captain, I'm gonna ask you to never do that again.
But you never know what these things eat. Like he could have had swords or armor or anything cool.
Max, we have stores for those things.
But this is free.
This is
Free
it's
is better.
asteroid. It's farm to table. It's asteroid to hand. It's
Foot and mouth.
foot to mouth. It's stomach to battle.
Stomach to battle. There's our restaurant. When we make enough money, we're competing against species.
So the Skreesire doesn't have anything in it. It has, and it looks like it doesn't. It hasn't really eaten in a while. It has like some very few chunks in there.
It looks like if we stayed on the ship, it would have just starved to death anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
say that.
weird.
Say that.
Yeah, I did not say that, but weird how the adventure is written. That it just happens to be on its last day, no matter what day you go. And then on the cultist, it's clearly one of the cultists because as you approach it, you start rooting through his stuff. You recognize the robes as some of the robes of the other cultists that you saw on the pile. You also see that he wears a medallion that looks like a black hole with a giant red oval in the center, much like the medallion you found on the other part of the asteroid that you all correctly identified as the symbol of the Devourer. Also, for whatever reason, this cultist has a sack of old rare coins that are worth some money to collectors, and once you get those appraised and traded in, they will be worth 1,200 credits.
Nice. This guy's got a bag of pesetas on him.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of Galarian coins. And bracelets and coins.
I'll hold on to those. I'll just because I have my thing open right now. So a sack of coins.
Coins, yep, it's worth 1,200 credits, but don't put the credits in yet because you can't actually like spend the credits because you don't have them. Once you get back to civilization, we'll trade it all in.
Yeah,
I
And-
sell those coins.
Okay. Yeah, it's on my John.
Or you could just be like, hey, I have this bag of fucking coins.
Just be a collector from now on.
And with that, you guys have nothing left but to investigate the trapdoor. Don't all go at once.
Last time I went near it, I was mind controlled. You guys can do that yourselves.
Well, the thing that was mind controlling you is dead.
We don't know if there isn't another.
I presumably take my fanny pack off the pile of shit that got dropped. And I'm like, I guess I'm the captain. I'll get in the fucking hole for once. Feeling.
To detect magic.
Come on,
Yeah,
this time it'll find something.
No, yeah. So as Zib opens the trap door, it just opens into a very dark ladder in a tunnel that goes straight down. You can't see the bottom, but you are looking at the top end. You're looking at the door and the entrance to the underground, and there is no hint of magic at all.
Okay. Tell you, one of these days, guys, it's gonna save our lives.
They probably will.
I'm always open to be surprised. Feeling unusually confident after that amazing, inspiring boost that is clearly why Clara was able to kill the Skreesire.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. We all saw it. I go in the hole.
Okay.
Do you have low light vision? I'm just curious.
Yes,
What?
I do need to know everybody's. Vision situation.
Best cap low light.
Mine is regular human guy.
I got
Guy
that.
vision.
I got that blind sense, which is different from blind sight, I've learned.
Yes, it is.
So
Low light vision and dark vision.
Great.
Hell yeah. All right, so
I assume low atmospheres, there's still... I can probably still use blind sense. There's still some air.
Yeah, that kind of thing would be through the ground.
Okay, I can feel the buffalo through my feet.
Let me do one quick thing. Okay, so as you guys climb down the ladder, you are transported to this map that you can't see purposefully.
It is dark.
Yeah.
Cast magic missile at the darkness or whatever.
Are there girls there?
There are girls there, and they're all giggling at you.
Yeah.
Not working. Was it not working? I know why. Oh, what do you guys see right now?
I don't see shit. I don't-
Blackness and a spinny thing.
I see this really cool looking Vesk icon.
Fuck.
See a PNG of baby Kermit the Frog.
Anything? No. All right, we're just gonna bail on that. I'll have to figure that out another time. And now what do you see?
A map of Starfinder.
Okay.
Now I see a map.
So you guys are all the way to the right. As you guys get to the bottom of the stairs, you are in an area of dim light. There is some lighting that is out at the entrance of the what you would assume is the cultist base. Why doesn't everybody give me a perception check when you get right down to the ladder, and I will tell you what you see. While you do that, I'm going to pee.
Good luck.
Hey, not terrible.
Pretty consistent.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Receiving all kinds of shit.
With our special eyes.
Oh, look, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, way to go, Captain.
Cap should be in the lead. That makes sense.
I keep telling you, I have compound eyes. I just see different.
I like that you have blind sense too, so you can go full Zatoichi on this.
How many colors can you perceive? Is it?
Like all 14 of them, just like anybody else.
Sick.
Only two matter.
Yeah, macaroni and cheese, and the color of the Four Loko can.
I was thinking red and black, but that's more than enough.
Ever the gamer.
Red. Red, the blood of angry men, black, the color of despair.
Yes.
Okay. So you get down to the bottom of the tunnel. The dark and oppressive tunnel below the asteroid surface gives way to a severe chamber crafted of metal and concrete. A wide sliding door stands in the far wall of the room, rust dappling its edges like rotten lace. A single light above the doorway flickers weakly. As in it's weak, not flickers once a week. That would be fucking useless.
I was like,
It would have been excellent timing if we came down just as it was about to flash.
The one time a week. Yeah. So in front of you there is a door. You can see that there is a door that is open, and then there is a little area chamber, and then a door that is sealed. You guys are technically more to the right of this map.
Okay, so we're just getting up to the door.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like there's no like, I don't know,
Cultists?
divots in the ceiling that look like some turrets are gonna drop down or.
No.
All right, I'm just gonna walk up to the door and try and open it like a normal Vesk would.
Okay. What is everybody else doing? Just sticking with Pax?
yeah.
It's a magical door. It kills me.
Do you like the stack like breach and clear maneuver?
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I hope it's one of them doors that have the droid on a stick, like Jabba's palace.
I like that guy.
That guy's great.
You know, I was sad that guy's not at Galaxy's Edge anywhere. Like I wanted to be like frightened as a wall opened up and an eyeball came out and yelled at me.
It's surprising that they haven't done that gimmick at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
They're probably afraid that somebody would break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got enough moving stuff that's out of reach of people. They could have figured that out.
Oh yeah, they could have done it as a display somewhere else.
Yeah, or they could have just put it behind glass.
Too
Yeah,
phallic.
I do love that they thought it was a good idea to write everything in Arabesh for the first week, and then they realized, oh, no one fucking
No
cares.
one has any idea where anything is.
The four of you step up to the door. At Pax, you go to reach for the terminal to unlock the door. As you do, you hear what sounds like a spray can. And as you hear that, you look up. There is a vent above the airlock door, and a stream of particles comes out and covers the four of you in some kind of nasty gas. Everybody please make a will save.
No.
23.
Fucking.
All right. Pax, you look up and you take a deep breath as you can feel this stuff like come into your nose and goes throughout your lungs and throughout your body, and you can feel that same feeling that you kind of got when you were in the Stargazer, when you were walking around and you couldn't quite get your bearings, but you're able to shake it off and not worry about it. The other three of you breathe in a spore that acts as a neurotoxin.
Oh, fuck you. No more spores. I hate this game.
Four of you.
We need better environmental suits so we don't breathe the outside air when we're, locked in our spacesuits.
I don't breathe. I don't breathe.
Oh,
Or I guess I don't have to breathe, but yeah, I'm a construct.
well, you still breathe.
Well, I
You're not a-
can survive in no oxygen environments.
You can?
I'd assume that they
Yes.
breathe literally just to, make sure we feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just a breathing animation.
I reckon it was because of like stuff gets into their gunning works.
Yeah. In addition, androids do not breathe or suffer them. So yeah, so you are immune to this because you do not breathe.
Yeah.
Out on spores, Raj.
Yeah,
Right,
so you guys breathe in this stuff, and you take a -4 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma based ability checks, skill
Fuck
checks, and saving throws
I hate this adventure.
for
we need to
1d4
go?
hours.
Do we need to go back to the ship, Captain?
Oh man, it's the Pax and Clara babysitting show. We are exactly the people you want to put in charge of what are now basically toddlers.
100%.
No,
It's a
no.
good thing you can hack because
No, no.
there's no way I can get
They're
there.
just-
Horatio was a paragon of charisma to begin with.
You don't get a -4 to charisma. You just get a -4 to some of the checks that you do if they involve intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
It's my whole thing.
It's okay.
It's my whole bag, baby, yeah.
Why do I just had to go through multiple fights with a gun that doesn't work, and now the only thing I'm good at, Man! I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
So now that the spores have released, you can tell that the door that you're in front of is an airlock, and in order to open the door, you have to cycle the airlock.
So the air in there makes everybody stupid?
You assume that this was a trap set by somebody.
Oh.
In order to
That would
do
make more
that,
sense.
you will have to
No, they're cultists. It makes sense. They've got stupid air.
close the outside door and then use engineering to cycle the airlock.
Okay, I'm not the engineer.
I do
Do that.
have a fairly decent engineering score if Raj doesn't think he's up to it.
I'm pretty good engineering thing.
But you have a -4.
Yeah,
That's fine. All right, just take off 4 from this.
that's not enough.
Team.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't really. So actually, I'm not really sure how this is supposed to go. Once the PCs deal with the trap and close the outer door, they can cycle the airlock and attempt to open the inner door with either a DC 25 engineering check to disable the device or a DC 28 strength to smash the lock and force the dented door open. Oh, okay. So it's locked and dented, which is not a piece of information that they gave me right before that. Okay, so the door is locked and dented, and in order to get through it, you can either cycle the airlock, or you can try to break through it.
Logar, just to bring to your attention, apparently Beck is missing their head on stream.
Oh,
Huh.
that's cool. I'm not much to look at anyway.
Thank you, Anaxa. Okay, I got your head back for you.
I should have bought that knock. I swear I should have bought that knock gem, but I did not.
And this is why I brought up the whole taking 10 thing.
Mhm.
You can't take 10 on strength checks, but you could take 10 or 20 on most checks that don't involve some sort of failure condition or you're not under duress.
So explain this concept to me. We just wait 20 minutes and then we automatically win?
Yeah, so
or-
take 10 is you act like you rolled a 10. Take
Okay.
20 is you act like you rolled a 20, but it takes 20 times as long to do something. So in this case, it would take... 20 times... It would take like less than 5 minutes. Which is important in certain situations when you have like a time frame that you're trying to keep to, but most of the time it's fine.
You know, like when the room is filling up with snakes.
Literally exactly that.
Snakes that
Okay.
shoot neurotoxins.
I'll take 20 on engineering then.
Okay. So over the course of the next like 5 minutes, as Raj and Zib are high as kites, making fun of each other, and then suddenly also arguing with each other, and then back to being high and laughing with each other. Clara is figuring out the intricacies of the airlock system. Clara locks the outside door and cycles the airlock and disables the lock to go in. And as the door opens and you guys enter the facility proper, you realize that you are no longer in a thin atmosphere. you are in a regular atmosphere, which has no indication on the rest of the adventure at all, because you guys had spacesuits the whole time. So,
Spacesuits that allow us to breathe the trap. Yes.
so yes, that is exactly what it says.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what it says. An environmental protection.
I love science fiction.
And environmental protections from a creature's armor do nothing to avoid this trap effects, since it's specifically designed to penetrate breathing apparatuses.
Yeah, spores be like that.
Yeah. That's enough sci-fi explanation for me.
Yeah,
It's the particles are really, really small.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a fun aside. That's why people switched from asbestos to fiberglass.
Yeah.
Because fiberglass particles are too big. They get stuck in your lung and your body removes them. But asbestos is too small, and that's why you get asbestosis.
Oh
And
man.
they also had a cool picture of the Pink Panther on them too.
Yeah, that also helps.
Yeah, that's a good selling point.
It looks like cotton candy.
It is the forbidden snack.
If you've never done blow-in installation, you owe it to yourself to get on that at one point. It is a lot of fun.
You mean like installing it or like doing it?
Doing it. Like you have a gun that shoots insulation out. Like, so you're just shooting the pink shit all over the place. It's awesome.
That sounds fun.
You enter the facility proper. Everywhere in here is considered dark. As you walk inside, riveted walls of steel around the airlock hatch extend into a cavernous gloom. At the chamber's center stands a wide computer console that practically stretches to the ceiling. Rows of grimy buttons frame its blank display screen from which emanates the faintest of glows.
Don't mind if I do.
So there's a big old computer in front of you.
Time to use the computer.
Everything else is considered. You are actually in the dark at this point.
Yeah, is there like a light switch on any of these like walls here? Because it seems like that's a pretty good place to put a light switch.
There is not.
Wow. Okay.
Raj, do you want to interact with that computer?
I crack my knuckles and sit down at the mainframe.
It's okay.
I'm in.
So it is a tier 3 computer, and you will have to hack it. That will not be enough because you're taking a -4 to intelligence right now.
God damn it. Let me see if I reroute the encryption. Can I take 20 on this, actually?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Everybody else is kind of milling around while Raj is trying to desperately attempt to pretend that he knows what he's doing, and he's like just clicking things and then forgetting what he's doing and then starts clicking again. But eventually you do get past the outer layers of security and you're able to hack into this what's referred to as the operations terminal.
Cool.
The first thing, and probably most important, that you notice is that there is an option to turn the lights on.
I do that.
You turn the lights on, and it's a lot like when emergency systems activate. There's a lot of blinking, and there's a lot of red, and then white, and then red, and then white. But the light system around you seems to be in constant disrepair. And it looks like the only light that you can consistently get in the station is going to be dim light. Half of the lights don't work. It's not enough to really make out things super clearly. So if you don't have light vision and or dark vision, you will be under the effects of dim light.
Awesome.
What that means is that everything is considered concealed to you.
But not to my mates here. So.
In addition, the computer has control modules for two curious systems. One is labeled Entrance Deterrent, and the other Chamber of Devouring.
Hey guys.
That's what I call the mess hall.
Yeah, there's some weird directories in here.
Kind of weird.
Apparently there's a room in here called the Chamber of Devouring.
Is that the mess hall, or do you think...
Is there an echo in here?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Captain, if you would like to continue with your joke.
No, Whatever, we're a team. It's our joke, okay?
We're a team. We're a family. Okay. Group mind. Hive mind. Group mind. Hive mind. So these clicking on either of these, selecting either of these modules greets you with another security thing that you would have to bypass. Both of them are behind a firewall, and this is one of the things that you probably could not take 20 on. It is, since it has a hold on. I'm sorry. It has a higher level of security than the initial hack did, but you could still take your time with it and figure out all the right moves if you really wanted to. Or you could just roll outright.
I'll see if I can. You have anything that's gonna help me here? You know what I've not been doing? That stupid thing that I do if I fuck up a skill, I can attempt.
Yeah, you have your Royce Flynn, your Roland Flynn bobblehead.
But then I also have skill synergy where it's like, because I picked skill synergy for computers and engineering.
Okay.
But basically, it's like, I know that there's the one where it's like, if I fuck up, I can use the other skill in its place when I try again.
Oh.
Where the fuck is it? It's sorry for my. It was an ability that I took.
I thought it was skill synergy.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, I can make it. I'm just gonna try again. So, all right. Damn, the critical failure.
Damn. So which one did you pick?
Computers.
No. So there was two modules. Did you pick Entrance Deterrent or Chamber of Devouring?
Chamber of Devouring, because that was the one Captain was making a joke about.
Okay, you're locked out from Chamber of Devouring.
Oh, guys, can't get into the Chamber of Devouring, unfortunately. Can't learn anything else about that.
That is specifically because you rolled a 1 on it. That is, you cannot try that again. Somebody else could try it, but you could not.
You'd always just break the door.
That's fair.
There's no door.
Zib would like to try it.
Yeah, Zib, go ahead.
Because I can do computers, and then because I have computers as one of my skill expertise things, I can roll skill die on it too. Brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well,
It is still a thing that you can take your time and do it by just taking 20.
oh, okay.
It is not a thing that you have to do under duress right this second. You can.
I just wanted to use any of my abilities in this game.
Yeah.
They're all pointless. So,
What is your computer skill?
what is my computer's skill number?
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of push Raj out of the way, and 10 plus because you're taking a penalty because of the mind spores. It's still out of your reach.
Nice. I hate it here.
All right. I have a 9. Pax, what do you have?
We're straight up doing the Zoolander scene when they have the iMac.
I have a negative.
Files are in the computer.
That's super fair. All right. I'm going to take 20.
Okay.
I got a -1. I can't help.
Clara, you are able to get into the Chamber of Devouring subsystem. When you do, you see a readout of a room that has 6 pillars in it, and it looks vaguely like the room directly in front of you over here in B3. When you do, you hit the test button, and you see that the room suddenly fills up with a almost infinite number of crisscrossing lasers, and moves them left to right through the edges of the chamber. Eventually they all stop, and it loads up several humanoid-looking bodies. The lasers start again, and they move back and forth through the chamber, and you see the bodies get sliced up and eviscerated by all of these moving lasers. Not unlike that scene from Resident Evil.
Hell yeah.
Why? That's just all Clarence says.
So next to those things, you hit test and inside, and you see one that says deactivate, and you see one that says reactivate, which is grayed out because it's currently active.
I would like to hit the deactivate button right now.
You hear a boom as you see all of the green wireframe of the room that you were looking at turn to red, and it says offline in front of it.
All right, and what was the other one?
The other one was entrance deterrent.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well-
turn that back on. I'd like another round, please. Can I get another spritz?
You
Get another hit of that.
you take your time, and you back out, and you as Raj and Zib are arguing with each other about how neither of them can use the computer, you are clicking away and get yourself into the entrance deterrent subsystem. As you do, much the same way, you see a green wireframe of the foyer that you were in. A animation of a spray of mold covers the room, and you see a button that says deactivate.
So this is part of the structure itself, and not just like something that somebody added after the fact. I mean, it's in the computer.
Yeah, it's in the computer. Oh yeah. So you see a button that says one says reloading, and it's grayed out, and one says deactivate.
Deactivate.
Okay. So you've deactivated both of the traps.
You call it a trap.
And about 20 minutes has passed so far, as you guys have taken your time going through all of these different subsystems to make sure that you're not missing anything. That's important because you guys are going to be under the effects of those spores for 3 hours.
God.
Yeah. Clara, as you're clicking around in there, you start to search for more information, and you realize that this is only an operations terminal. It only connects to very specific things in the hideout, and that there is no like data storage or comm records or anything in here, and that if you were to find such information, there must be some other computer.
Okay.
As the lights turn back on, you guys hear the sounds of the traps deactivating, and right here, you guys see a what is it? Hold on. What is described as a mass of gore next to the eastern pillar. This right here.
Huh.
As you walk up to B3, half a dozen tiered pillars are interspersed throughout this wide hallway, which ends in a concave wall made of plated steel. A strange pile of body parts and viscera lies next to the easternmost pillar. The faint scent of ozone hangs in the air. And that pile of bodies, or the pile of gore and viscera, is right here.
We never noticed just a pile of guts a couple meters away
It was
from.
dark.
It was dark, and you weren't really looking at it, and you were arguing with each other about how to use a computer.
Right.
Computers. Does it have
I'm a
Skyrim? Like,
Stop all the downloading.
Yeah, so that's what you guys see. These are doors, and this is a pile of gore. What do you want to do?
Pax, you're not allowed to touch the gore. No more guts for you.
But I want to touch it. There might be something in there.
I have a
No,
feeling
you're
that
gonna get-
anything they were carrying was, turned to ribbons like its owner.
But what if they had a really expensive ribbon or something small?
No, you're gonna get an infection. Stop touching guts.
Okay.
Shepard's not here. No one here can do heal.
there is no heal.
I can only inspire you. We should.
I can only
Get better.
feel better.
Well, I guess let's start walking through the hallway.
Okay, which way do you guys want to go?
How many
wanna
ways can we go?
Well, you can go
Up or
north or
down?
south. There is a door here and a door
Oh,
here.
I see. I get what you're saying. I'm like through the hallway. Is there any other hallway we can go? Oh, I understand what you're saying.
I just want to say I hate the way these are numbered. It's
Yeah.
B6 through E and then just B9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was typing it out. And I'm like, this is wow. Of all the ways that you could have done this.
Yeah. Why are there two B? Oh, it's connected. I was going to say, why are there two B4s? But it's like a horseshoe.
It's a cul-de-sac.
Let's burn
Cul-de-sac?
B9. It's cul-de-sac. Yeah, that's kind of a yeah. Let's go burn B9 to the ground.
Okay. You want to go to B9 first? Fine.
Unless Captain, you have a reason you want to go somewhere else.
I'm confused by B8 potentially being a room full of turlets. Or I guess B5.
I think those are tables and chairs.
So
I think they're turlets,
Yeah.
and I'm the
Rice
captain.
cookers.
I'm the captain. I say they're turlets. So let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
You open the door to this room, this B9, and clearly inside of this room, this is a living quarters. There's beds, there's desks, and there is a single dresser on the other side of the room. Everybody, please make a perception check as you walk into the room.
I'd love to
15?
perceive.
Doing so well with these checks.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
Okay. As you guys start to look around the room, you're searching for anything, and you can't really, you're like, this is all boring cultist shit. Zib, you spot the dresser, but more importantly, you spot that there is a
incredible pistol.
no, there is a tripwire on the dresser, and that above the door, facing the dresser, is a laser arc trap that is integrated into the wall.
Man, this place sucks.
You posit
Arcs.
that someone has trapped this metal dresser to fire at whoever tries to open the drawer.
Look out, guys, a trap. Again.
Yeah.
Zoinks!
It's just a sock drawer.
I don't know. Can I disable traps? What is disable?
You need to use engineering and disable device to disable a trap. Traps are not something you can take 10 on or 20.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Then
I
So I
can
can-
understand.
I ignore it.
Raj, you want to take a shot at it?
Yep.
Okay.
Step back into the hallway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we're doing some trap disarming, I'm getting out of there.
Okay, Raj, please roll a reflex save. Okay.
Oh no!
It's a good thing you can't critically fail like you can in Pathfinder. It is a really good thing. Because you did not meet the DC to disable the tripwire and the arc trap. The arc laser fires as you try to remove the trap integrated into the door, and you take this much damage. Take 24 damage as a laser shoots out of the wall and hits you directly in the back. However,
use that resolve point, or I would be in 2 pieces right now.
that was a possibility of between 9 and 45 damage.
Yikes.
Hey, anyone you can walk away from.
Yeah. But as you inspect the trap again, you realize that the trap has to be manually reset. So at this point, you're fine. The door can be the dresser drawer can be opened, no problem.
Guys, I did
Good job.
You
bud.
heard nothing.
So
If you heard a
inside-
laser go off, no, you didn't.
it. Captain, you just watched me get almost bisected by a sock drawer.
This better
Yes,
be
and?
good. This better be very good.
Inside is some magazines.
No, the inside is a collection of armor upgrades and weapon fusions.
Yo!
Those are all pretty good. Those are good things.
Worth it. Can I make my sniper rifle even more snipier and rifly?
I believe you can.
Yeah!
Those are what you find. You find a brown force field, a Mark 1 electrostatic field. Both of those are armor upgrades. You also find a bleeding fusion seal and a vicious fusion seal.
I don't know what those two are, but I'm gonna look
I'm
them
looking them up right now.
Those are both weapon fusions that apply critical hit effects.
Oh shit!
up. So vicious didn't come up, but I'm gonna.
I found bleeding, yeah. I can just copy paste.
That's actually pretty sick.
All right, so there's vicious.
They
So
got a
bleeding puts the critical hit, gains the bleed critical hit effect. The amount of damage taken each round from this effect is equal to 1d6 per 5 levels of the weapon, rounded down. If the weapon already has a critical hit effect, you score a critical hit, you can apply either. Only weapons that deal piercing or slashing damage can have this fusion.
I don't need that because the steel blade already does bleed.
Okay. Vicious weapons have sinister appearances. A vicious weapon gains the boost special weapon property, which would be pretty wild for the Diaspora rifle. But when you make an attack, or the liquid disintegrator rifle, but when you make an attack with the boosted damage, you take damage equal to the additional boost damage. Oh. This damage applies even if your attack misses and it's not reduced by DR. Resistance or any other. The boost is 1d4 plus an additional 1d4 for every 6 item levels the fusion has. If the weapon does not use charges or ammunition, boosting it takes a standard action and does not expend any additional charges or ammunition. You cannot boost an attack made with an automatic, blast, explode, or line special property. Weapons that have boost special weapon property cannot be vicious. So basically, it gives it the boost special property of a weapon, and it also hurts you when it boosts.
But you can choose when to boost it.
Yes. You can boost as a move action, which means it increases the weapon's damage by the listed amount on the next attack you make with a weapon.
That does sound like an oh shit sniper rifle mod.
Yeah. Because I was about to say that the Diasporan rifle does fire damage. My old rifle does piercing, but it's obviously not as good of a rifle. But you could probably put that on your sword question. Oh, it's already bleeding. Never.
Yeah, I don't think you can boost.
But if someone else would like to put that on their gun,
Yeah, I think that'd be a great thing for either. I mean, it would be a great thing for the Diaspora rifle. It'd be a great thing for the acid gun, and also a great thing for the plasma gun. So
are you talking about the bleeding or the vicious?
the vicious.
Okay, yeah, the vicious. I would maybe could use it, but if anyone else wants it,
I want the brown armor slots just because I'm super squishy.
Yeah, take it. I already got one
we
there.
haven't even talked about the armor.
Yeah. I'm not. entirely sure how they work.
Yeah, I bought one forever ago, and I haven't used it once. So.
You didn't buy it. You found it on a dead lady.
Did I find it on a dead lady? Okay,
You found it on
I
a dead
bought
lady.
that one.
And there's also a electrostatic field, which gives you electricity resistance, and it gives you feedback. So if somebody punches you, they take 1d6 damage.
I would like that. So you guys are all squishy, so one of you should probably take electric resistance.
I've never been electrocuted, but
Yeah,
I also
I'm
don't
more
want a
think-
gun that hurts me.
Yeah, that seems
I'm
kinda
more
silly.
thinking
I miss too much.
if something hits you, you do 1d6 electricity damage to them. That's pretty good.
I also don't get hit a lot, so
Wait a second. How would that work with me taking people's hits? Does that count? Like if I jump in front of somebody to take half the hit, does it set off the electrostatic field?
No.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Because that would be game breaking. It
Yeah.
would be disgusting.
Well, the field over your armor grants you electricity resistance, and any creature that touches you or deals damage to you with a melee weapon takes electricity damage.
So they're doing damage to me, so technically.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, alright, who wants it?
There's no rule that says dogs
There's
can't
no
do
rule that
shock
says
damage.
dogs can't play basketball. Hey, man.
Unless someone else wants the DR for something we never get hit with, Pax will take it.
It's already in your sheet.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna step away for just a second. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, we're wrapping up. There is a brown force field.
Yeah, I want that.
So these are armor upgrades. You have to make sure that you have enough slots in your armor to actually use them.
I believe I don't have anything in my visor or diffractor right now. Let me double check the amount of slots I get on that.
All right, there's your brown. And there was the two fusions.
I'll take
I
the
don't have
vicious.
I don't get any shit. I don't have any armor slots in this fancy drow suit.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And I think my armor slot's already being used.
I'll hold on to it just to use it down the line.
Okay.
That's right. It's the next level I can. No, the next thing up I can put a.
Extra
Two-
slot.
Yeah. I forgot because my cleanliness circuits don't count as an upgrade. It's just a thing woven into it. Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm not wearing the diffractor anymore. I'm wearing the friggin' S-Dex.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if the S-Dex has slots. It does have slots. I can use it.
Okay. And these are things that you can apparently just plug and play. You can swap them out easily. Fusion seals, removing fusion seals is kind of a pain in the butt, but putting them on is also a thing that you can just do.
Yeah, there's some like wacky ability I can get later. That's like a archetype for technomancers where I can fuck with those. So, yeah, sweet. So TLDR, I can generate 1 point of health like every 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, and it's temporary HP.
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
Okay. What's next?
Let's go to whatever the heck's going on B10.
B10.
It's like an armory.
B10. Armory.
Yeah. I'm smart.
We are min-maxing exploring this place.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. B10. Arsenal.
Aw, man.
3 rows of mostly bare shelves stand along the southeastern end of this wide room. Here and there, a dilapidated pistol or long arm sits on a dusty shelf. 3 humanoid robots stand near the north wall. Each is hunched over and covered in scorch marks, occasionally emitting puffs of sickly gray smoke.
Hey, can't you
Yikes.
talk to robots?
What's that?
Can you talk to other robots, Clara?
It's a little... They don't all know each other, Ian.
Oh.
Wow.
Also, most robots speak common.
Yeah. You can talk to robots.
Why don't you talk to the robot?
If you guys do an engineering check, you can learn more about the robots. They are clearly disabled. They are in like kind of a hunched over position. They've been destroyed. They're smoking. I never miss.
This has been a great campaign for Zib.
I'll
This started so
engineer it.
strong too.
I'll engineer it.
I don't think I've done anything since we left the college. Casterville.
Got sick twice, 3 times.
I got sick twice, and I've completely fucked up everything.
You've been delegating. You've been delegating and managing.
That's actually true. You did a lot of delegating and managing.
Wow.
You did a lot of
that's funny.
parlaying. There was parlaying.
Oh yeah, the parlaying was great. You did get the pirates to not kill us.
They identified the constructs as security robots and determined that gunfire, likely lasers, violently dispatched them sometime within the past week. As much as you can tell, they were supposed to be in this room as a security feature for anyone who came in and wasn't supposed to be there. But clearly, within the last week, someone has dispatched them.
I hope they're not still here.
Why doesn't everybody also make a perception check to explore the rest of the room and maybe find some other stuff? Okay.
The dumbest motherfucker in the world.
Zib, as you're having Clara explain what happened to these robots, your eyes kind of glaze over and you start looking around the room, and they fall to the floor, and underneath one of the robots, in between its legs, is a small, strange technical device covered in leathery gore. It looks like kind of like a piece, like a circuit board with wires sticking out of it that has like some kind of leather attached to it.
I go pick it up, and Pax, this is different. I get to touch the gore. I'm the captain.
So is the door to this arsenal going through somebody's bedroom?
I guess? Like, right? Like somebody gets to sleep next to the
Very good
guns.
place to put it.
I mean, in this economy, with the way the housing market's looking, like sometimes you just gotta do this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but
we're
anytime
really
anybody wants to
excited.
visit the arsenal, you have to walk through. So it's like, okay, in my college's music building used to be a horse stable. I wish I was kidding. So it was basically just one long hallway, and if you were trying to get to the orchestra room, you had to walk through the band room and basically just disrupt everything. And that's basically what this is, and it sucks.
Yeah, so you want to go to the arsenal, you have to go through everybody's bedroom.
They're hooking up, so I think it's fine to walk through somebody's bedroom. I don't think it's that kind of devouring.
There is Pax, they found a strange technological device covered in leathery gore. It kind of looks like
No, it's totally clean. It's fine.
There's no viscera.
Can I touch
on my
it?
shirt.
Zib has already touched it.
That's not fair.
Zib has claimed that as the captain, they are allowed to touch it.
That's not fair, but you're correct. Touch it next.
You guys may make a engineering or mysticism check to identify this piece of equipment.
Isn't mysticism just engineering that we don't understand yet?
Hey there, Kenneth Branagh, director of Thor.
I always forget that he.
What is
Anybody know what
mysticism?
this is?
What is mysticism if not arcana persevering?
Yeah.
Oh man, I dug deep for that one. Oh, thank God, Beck. Okay. So as Captain Zib is holding this thing out that they are totally allowed to hold, and Pax is upset, you recognize this as being slightly adjacent to Android. Well, in concept, slightly adjacent to Android components. What you're looking at is what's called a necrograft. In the pack worlds, they have these, augmentations that you can make to your body. They have some mystical upgrades that you can graft onto your body, but necrografts are cybernetic enhancements that combine the technology of Eox's undead biotech to take undead flesh, mix it with cybernetics, and then graft it onto either an undead or living body. The reason that this is preferable is that it is cheaper because it is using a much easier to get equipment, undead flesh, and it is safer for undead. Not safer, it is, there's no downsides for undead.
Right.
People can, regular alive people can get these necrographs, but they're not,
How regular? That's pretty.
I was gonna say, I don't
yeah,
know
you
if
have to
I've
go
reviewed
to Eox, and they are they're not as expensive as regular augmentations, but they do come with the caveat that you are grafting undead skin onto living skin to gain this cybernetic enhancement.
I can see why that would make sense.
Clara, additionally, you're looking at it, and this has been specifically tuned to be grafted onto an undead person.
Oh. Oh.
Well, we did see bone ship, or someone did see bone ships earlier.
Oh, come
I
on.
really hope they're still not here.
Why doesn't everybody make a culture check?
Oh, finally. Hell yeah. Yeah, fuck on.
So as all this information comes to Clara, she turns to you guys and is about to elucidate on all of the things that she just remembered. And Zib cuts in and rolls higher on culture, even though Clara crit on her roll. Zib's like, this one. And
I'll allow it.
Zib, you know that much about what I just said about the necrotech. It is highly popular on Eox. It is pretty much the only place that this necrograph stuff is available, but further so, it is very popular among members of the Corpse Fleet. The Corpse Fleet is the disgraced naval unit that is at odds with the Pack Worlds. Originally had started as part of the Eoxian military, and then went rogue after Eox signed the Absalom Pact to become part of the Pack Worlds, instead of just exerting their dominance over all living creatures in the system.
We have had no interaction with them whatsoever. We know no one from the Corpse Fleet, and we'll never tell anyone otherwise.
You say that, but on the flip side, we're also kind of like best friends with them. Like,
They
kinda
did technically hide under our mattress.
They hid under a mattress that you laid sort of claim to, so of course you are correct. I think we'll have time for one more thing. Oh god, I wish I hadn't said that. In addition to all of the robots and the necrograph that you found on the ground, there is the smattering of broken equipment all over the room. All of these weapons are unloaded and broken. There is a pulsecaster pistol, a Red Star plasma rifle, a tactical acid dart rifle, a Thunderstrike sonic pistol, and a utility scattergun. All of these things are in the room, and they are broken.
I can fix all of those things.
But you can fix all of them at another time. Actually, you might even be able to sit there and do it. Actually, no, you don't have any of those UPB things. You'll have to get some of those once you get back. But since they're not destroyed and are only broken, they are unusable, but they are able to be repaired.
Yeah, I would
hell,
would literally need to sit. Like, I can cast Mend over and over again, but it takes time for me to do that.
That plasma rifle is insane. I haven't even had a chance to look up the other ones yet, but that alone is nuts.
I think that's like the big one, because the other ones are not anything. Yeah, and I think that's the point of, like, when they wrote it, they put it there, and they're like, oh, it'll take them like another session to actually get to use it, and by then it'll balance out, and it's not like putting an overpowered weapon in the basement of this base.
Yeah, it's just tempting us.
They would have a big nerd on their team who can repair things for 1d4 every single time I cast it.
Yeah, so I will have to find the stats on those and figure out how many HP they have, so we could figure out how long it would take you to fix them. Okay. Would you like to explore one more room?
I can do one more. Can we like stockpile all the stuff that needs to be fixed? I guess I'm
assuming that you guys are just going to throw all of these in the bags that let you carry more, and you're also still in low gravity. So I wasn't really going to worry about how much stuff you guys are carrying right now until you get off this asteroid.
Okay.
Where our legs just break. Like,
yeah.
the second we get there, just.
Let's see. Why don't you guys head over to B, C, D. There's nothing in B6E. So when you walk into B6 a D, why doesn't everybody make a perception check to search this room?
I just want. Are we gonna get to check the turlets by the end of the night?
No.
Damn it.
Well, actually, yes. You can see from this room into this room that these are tables and chairs.
Okay.
But while you were in the arsenal, these are actually toilets. They wrote it in. They're like, yep, it's got, and there's 3 doors to the north that create very cramped water closets. That's it.
So to get to the bathrooms, you have to walk through somebody's bedroom and then through the arsenal.
Yeah, I've been to a New York apartment. I get it.
Who planned this layout?
I'm really trying to sell this house. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 arsenal, and I just don't know what to do with it.
The arsenal could be a family room or maybe an office space.
It's really cozy.
Perhaps father needs a den. I don't know.
You help me get the credenza out of the arsenal.
So this room is much like the others. There is a desk. There is a pair of shitty beds. Minimalist sleeping pallets lie on the severe metal floor of this room, and simple shelves and dressers serve as furniture. As you're looking through the rooms, one of you finds not one of you, Clara, you find a lump under one of the beds. Under one of the sheets. You move the sheet, and there is a data pad attached to a cred stick. You hit the button on the cred stick, and it flashes its balance, and it says cred sticks this much. 1,400 credits for you guys.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
was hoping you would find a hey boy under that lump on the
The data pad that is with it is also. I'm sorry. There is also a data pad with it. It is a tier 1 regular data pad communications computer, and you are able to hack it with a successful computers check. That factors out to 350 credits per person.
I was just doing the math, but I'm bad at mental math, so I was putting it into a calculator.
So who wants to crack open the data pad?
that.
Just enough. You hit a few buttons and your head is kind of swimming, and you're trying to remember how to do it, but you fat finger your way into it and you fail up and you accidentally put in the right password and unlock it. You're scanning through, and there's just a lot of like mundane data.
Dear diary.
Yeah, a lot of Dear Diary, but no useful information until you come to a folder that says Do Not Delete. Inside is a single video file that is also labeled Do Not Delete. You hit play and you see a Verthani and a gnome sitting cross-legged on the floor inside one of the base's living quarters. Both are dressed in robes and wearing unholy symbols of the Devourer, and the Verthani is teaching the gnome to sing I'm going to pronounce this word as paean?
Mm-hmm. I think that's right.
To the Devourer. Throughout the song, both cultists repeat the phrase, Nyara knows, over and over again.
This is unusual. Like, I'm kind of feeling funny right now, but this is definitely something suspicious.
It's pretty stereotypical cult shit, but it is still unnerving because you're actually seeing it for real.
Yeah.
You guys can make a mysticism check to recall knowledge to see if you know anything about the ritual or any of the... All right. And get a zip.
Clara, not interested in the mysticism.
Nobody has any idea what this is about.
I'm all about science.
Yeah, clearly this is a some sort of chanting song that the cultists recite, but other than that, you have no idea what it could allude to or what it's about. But the phrase Nyara knows is repeated over and over again as sort of the chorus of the holy song, the unholy song and prayer.
Profane.
See, if you post something like this, like, who's gonna like it? Like, how do you even get cult followers of content like this? Doesn't make any sense.
And with that, I think we are going to wrap up for the day.
This was cool. I made a lot of dumb moves.
You guys did very well against the Skreesire. You were tactical. Horatio was involved. Present. Accounted for. But, you know. I forgot to put up this whole... Hold on. I forgot this part. I took that off. I took that Dead Sundays logo off when we were doing Fright Finder. Which, now that we've reached the end of our stream, if you want, you can check out my Starfinder Infinite page that has links to both of my Starfinder Infinite creations, one being BattleBots Battle Drones Battle Royale, and the other being Fright Finder, the gruesome horror adventure that I ran 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
If you want to follow any of us on Twitter, here are our Twitters. All 4 of us are up there now.
Twitter's still alive.
It might be the last week for Twitter, you guys. And even if it's not, a lot of things are happening, and it might not be a very fun program to use anymore. It might be totally defunct by the next time we do the show.
One of us should get /R Dead Sundays right now.
I mean,
I honestly, because I'm on co-host, I was honestly looking at it, and I like how it's more like Tumblr. So things like session journals might be worth exploring. Yeah. Yeah,
maybe that is one of the things I'm going to look into this week is co-host. The other thing is, if you want, you can join our Discord as well. I hope that link works. I'm going to click it right now just to make sure it does. I got the permanent link up there. If you want to talk about Starfinder, if you want to talk about bullshit, if you want to talk about the Phillies not winning the World Series, if you want to talk about the most important thing, the guy eating the chicken.
Yeah.
He did it, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it. He is our world champion this weekend. But you guys did really good tonight. I am, as far as I know, I'm available next week. We can get right back to it. You guys will probably have time to explore the rest of this facility and possibly even leave next adventure. And by the time you guys get to the next chapter, you guys will be leveling up. So start thinking about that.
Okay. Yeah, you did a great job. Thank you for keeping things moving.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Humoring the dumb attempts at playing tactically, and then bullying me by saying, "No, now you're afraid of everything. Run." So
as always, viewers, thank you for viewing. Players, thank you for playing. Paizo, thank you for making Pathfinder and Starfinder. If there's a possibility, I'll fucking play a game on Wednesday and we can all hang out and talk about bullshit, or we can all just lift our weights and go to sleep. So now is the time where I am going to play the Spaceys and we're all going to say goodbye. Everybody, please wave goodbye and say goodbye.
bye, y'all.
You're coming from the black. You want a place that reminds you of home. You want traditional foods like our Eoxians cadaver digits, fresh fried every cycle, or tacos made the Spathany way, flavored with real asteroid subs. With quality finding up with a syndicate, but at prices any corporate collar can afford. So after you dock, head over to the Eye. We're open all cycle, every cycle. Ready to treat you like family, hive mind, or brood clutch. Spaceys, you're gonna like the food you eat from the restaurant that I own.
Hey, thanks for watching Dead Sundays. Do me a solid and tell every single person you know about Starfinder and Dead Sundays, and make sure you catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern only on twitch.tv/LogarTheOgar. Thank you, OBS, for your service towards the streaming community. Please check out and donate to the OBS Project's Patreon. OBS is a free broadcasting software that I have been using for years and wouldn't want to use anything else. Thank you to Sirenscape, who allows us to use their dynamic sound generator to provide the background music and sound effects that you're hopefully enjoying right now. Sirenscape is a wonderful program with a ton of pre-crafted and IP-specific soundscapes available for a monthly subscription to make your tabletop games sound as epic as they play. Thank you to Roll20, a web-based tabletop RPG client allowing users around the world to play tabletop games together as if they were in the same room. Roll20 is a free-to-use service, but offers a low-cost monthly subscription option for extra tools that I use because I use Roll20 all the time. And thanks to Paizo for making Starfinder, for making Pathfinder, and for supporting the United Paizo workers.